What's up, everybody? My name's I'm a Slinky here, and guys, we got another Bloom SMP update. I'm a little late to it because I had to work. Nonetheless, we have new features that are coming, and I just want to talk about the simple voice chat for a second, guys. So, simple voice chat is going to be Java exclusive only. I just wanted to jump that out there. I read a little bit of them. That one's pretty cool, honestly. Um, Java players are gonna have fun with that. Now, I will say, guys, that if it can be a little annoying for players who have Bedrock and then are in a chat and then they hear voice chat from someone who does play Java Edition while in the Discord. That will be a little annoying for sure. But I don't think it'll be super bad. I don't think it'll cause like any echoes or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, we're gonna get voice chat mod in Minecraft, which is gonna be awesome. So as of right now, we're on the 1.21.11 version of the game. So I just wanted to shoot that out there. There's a video on how to do it. There's also clickable villagers. This one is pretty interesting, actually. Um, this one might be controversial for some, actually. This might make the game easier for players, but it is good for long-term players. The only thing that I wonder about is, can we pull villagers from the farm world into the regular world? If that is the case, it's going to be easy. It's just go to the farm world, get a villager, come back while you're holding one. That's really going to be the question of the day, honestly, if it works that way. Otherwise, if not, awesome. Like, it's gonna be very simple to pull villagers to trading halls. That is pretty easy. It's good for new players. It also is kind of good for old time players as well. This is a great change. One thing that I've been actually, really, talking a lot of is there's not really a lot of long term player help. And this actually is something that long term players could get help with. If you don't have like a full trade hall like I do, I really haven't really cared enough to try and finish my trading hall. Now I actually might try and do another trading hall to actually finish up to get some trades that I actually want. So this actually does give long-term players at least something to do, which is actually very good. And it's also very good for short-term players as well. But yeah, the only question I really will have with this is, can we pull the villagers from the farm world to the normal world? That's really going to be it, which is awesome. And then, being able to claim villagers, ... Um, yeah, so that's gonna be it. I guess you can place them in your own shop or anywhere you'd like. That's awesome. But yeah, like I said, if it does apply to that, that'd be awesome. That actually would be like a huge change, actually, that I would talk about more about. Um, and then anchor villagers. Use shears on a villager to anchor it, preventing it from wandering away. I mean, I would just use you could what's it called? You could also just like make an area for them where they just can't get out anyways. So it's like, I don't think this is actually that big of a change for long-term players. And then that's about it. And then the Bloom map is back online, so that's pretty big. Again, just pretty big news stuff. And vote rewards are actually currently offline right now for people who are trying to do so. They will eventually get that back up. Guys, I just want to talk about I just really want to talk about this change. Like, this is a huge change actually for the server. We haven't really had a big change like this in a while. And so when these kind of changes happen, you got to give us a little bit of time to adjust to it so that we can get used to it, kind of get our feels for the keyboard and mouse, especially again for Java Edition with the simple voice chat. These are all really great changes, I think. But again, the clickable villagers one could be a little controversial objectively. So just wanted to throw that out there. And again, and I think what's awesome is that they are making this change. We gotta throw some credit out there to Gekke and Nub, and especially other staff members as well. Like, I'm sure they talked about this before they just threw the poll out. And just as a reminder for those of you who don't know the polls, we have a new thing for the polls, which is awesome. Currently one that's inactive at the moment. Which is awesome. And yeah, for the latest one is, should we automatically remove lands from inactive players? The big was no. So, pretty important, honestly. But you can tell that a lot of the player base is very much wanting to remove, those things from the lands. I don't know if we need that necessarily. That's something I wanted to also just say as well. Is like, we also are doing more polls. I also want, for those who can't be on, here are the polls that we're doing. Voice chat got added. Click Villagers, and again, they threw all of these out to us, guys. So these aren't just things that they're just randomly doing. They actually are giving us a choice to, like, for this to work. And actually, attribute swapping, that's actually pretty important for me. That'll be a future video that I'll have to talk about. But yeah, so they're doing polls. They do the polls first before they do this. I think this is really good, honestly, giving us an opportunity to at least like chime in on these kind of things, because I think it's really important to show that you have that trust with the community as well. And just starting these polls, it shows a very early, trust support system with the Discord, with the active player base. So that those are just things I wanted to jump on when it comes to these things. And I just wanted to just appreciate us for a moment that, these are updates that are coming. They might not be instantly in right now. I think Hawk might have actually said that the simple voice chat is in already, so we actually could go download it. But yeah, just something I wanted to just throw out there, that and just a nice little news update for all the players who might want to, like, have villagers or rewards, or talk about the in-game chat, and also as well, if people do have any questions for Gekke on on YouTube as well, I will definitely make a Q&A, and it'll probably be like 20, 30 or so questions, either whatever you guys feel about about Bloom SMP, or even Gekke themselves. Just want to throw that out there to you guys, that Gekke is very much for it. It just has to be a little bit of time loop that has to happen, because they are several hours ahead of me. But yeah, if you guys do have any questions for Gek, or even like staff as well, gladly would be willing. Let's throw those questions into it, and I can compile them here on my laptop, and we can just get that going. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update video. I don't really get to do many of them very often, and I don't really show anything off much on the server anymore. So this was a really nice video to just give a little bit of thoughts, give some opinion, and then just kind of throw that out there, that staff is actually doing really awesome right now. It's the new ownership also, like, very much getting these polls out there. These are very good things that I think they're doing. So yeah, just shout out. Just want to do a shout out to those people who are especially on the back end. We gotta appreciate the back end the technical side of those things as well, guys. So, we just gotta throw that out there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today. Of all the stuff we went over, my name's Slinky.